Hey, hey, what's going on? It's Farmer Hawkman coming live from the Hawkman Farm. I'm wearing my overalls today. I got my hoodie sweatshirt on and I got my pigtails. Now, I don't know what was up. I just put on the overalls for fun, and the next thing I know, I was in pigtails and I don't know, goofing it up, and now here I am live. So enjoy it. It's kind of crazy, but here I am. So tonight, Jerry, what's going on? Jerry, you'll still relate to this stuff tonight. I've been back in the trenches, talking with lots of people, doing one-on-ones, just around a lot of people that I haven't been for a while. And a lot of the conversations that are coming up are basically around the idea of the short-term play and the long-term play. The short-term play, make it a sale today, which is critical. Cash flow and movement is critical. The long-term play of building those relationships and sowing those seeds and meeting the people that will be tomorrow's rock star. Lots of successful people have pigtails. Name two. Name two. You know what, Jerry? I'm kind of at that place right now. I just don't care. You're going to see me one day, I'll be all dolled up with big eyelashes on. The next day, I'll be in a messy bun. And today, I'm in pigtails. And I just don't care. And the same with talking about the ideas and the concepts I've used for my business. I've spent a lot of time worrying about what people would think, or if I'd step on toes, or if I this. And so I keep putting in a disclaimer of these are my views, only my views. They're not representative of anybody else or any of the companies that I happen to work with. They're my views, and they're my views based upon 20 years of experience in the home business industry. And there is the short play and there is the long play. And we have to learn how to balance the two. I'm working with some people now, and they are so obsessed with getting, right? And then I'm working with other people, and they have no compulsion to get a sale today. They're like, well, I met a lot of nice people, and we sang Kumbaya, and it's fun, but you have to find the balance. If your cash register isn't ringing every day, if you don't have a mechanism to bring in a sale every day, if you don't have things to sell, if you don't know how to do an invitation, if you don't know how to do a presentation, if you don't know how to expose somebody to what you're offering. I'm making noises on a live, which is probably not so good. And why don't you share this for me, guys? Share it, like it, heart it. I'll start doing all the, give me hearts. Is that what I got to do? Give me hearts. Look, they're all running away now because I'm scaring them. And that's okay, because my message is for those that are meant to hear it. And I always find out who it is because they start writing me like, oh my gosh. So here's the deal. You must have the ability to invite someone. Okay, invite someone. You can do it at the supermarket. You can do it at the Walmart. You can do it at the Piggly Wiggly. You can do it with the internet. You can do it on Messenger. You can do it on TikTok. I did my first TikTok. I didn't really do a video today. I just learned how to upload something, but I'm on TikTok. I'm so cool. But you must have the ability to invite someone. Then you must have the ability to expose someone, right, to some type of presentation, some type of whatever it is that they need to see. Rihanna and Selena Gomez both have pigtails. Okay, like I'm down with that, Jerry. Thank you. I feel good about myself now. I feel very good about myself because I'm clearly like a diva queen, but you know that already, Jerry. It's me and Jerry tonight. Anybody else want to talk to me? Marilyn just had a light bulb moment. Awesome. Hello, Marilyn. And hello, Dawn. Hello. So you got to have the ability to invite, the skill to invite. You need to not be afraid to invite, or if you are afraid to invite, I'll admit it. I'm not afraid to tell you the truth. Create a mechanism that causes an invite. Then when you have the person invited, you have to have somewhere to invite them to. What is your mechanism to show somebody what you have available? Then you have to have the ability to create a sale, some type of offer, right? Do you have an offer? Do you even know what your offer is? Then you need to have somewhere where you're building community. I have my email list at dianehockman.com. You Googled it. It turns out there's a lot. I will Google divas with pigtails or something, famous people with pigtails. I will feel good. I will find images. Maybe we could do a side-by-side of me with somebody else and go sign of the times. Maybe pigtails will come back in now because of me. Could be cool. You have to have a place to then gather the people, the prospects and the customers, so that you can communicate with them over and over and over and over, so you can continually expose them and upgrade them, expose them to more or different things, upgrade them if they're already in. I'm constantly fascinated by people that are in a network marketing company that have not upgraded into more products for more volume and or upgraded their people. Everybody's doing the bare minimum, wanting to get rich, okay? I'm constantly fascinated by people that are in the industry that haven't created some type of community. I am a trendsetter, Jerry. I have been for 20 years. I've gotten kicked out, thrown out, gotten in trouble, gotten chastised, gotten yelled at, gotten shunned. And I'll do it again. God, gosh darn it. See, I just edited myself. You got to have these components, because one is the short-term play, invitation, presentation, right? Sale, invitation, presentation, sale. One is the long-term play, which is community, environment, expose, and upgrade. And both are incredibly important. You know, you've heard the old, put your oars in the water, and if you only put one oar in, you go around in a circle. So if you're good at selling or recruiting, right? I got my chair, right? One oar in the water, I sold them, they dropped out. I signed them, they dropped out. I signed them, they dropped out, right? Or if you're somebody who has community, but you never make a sale, then you're like, we all love each other. We're prosperous. We thankful. We're this, we're that. We're all in a group, and all day long we sing Kumbaya and we rub each other's back. Okay. Here's the magic. It's invitation, invitation, presentation, and then we put them in a community. So now we made a sale. Could be an upfront little sale. My little sales are $12. Well, I'm on a run of $1 sales. If you want to know what I'm selling for $1, let me know. I'm at 30-cent commission, cash money, right? But it's a really great value. Little sales, bring them in the door. Maybe it's a sample, a trial pack of this or that. Get them in the door, get them into a community. Inside of the community, they get exposed to the stories, the excitement, the information, etc. Now I want to keep them and develop them and nurture them and love them and know their names and know about their dogs and their cats and their chickens. Okay. And when you do that, then you have both sides. You have the short-term play and the long-term play. If you have the long-term play, you're building relationships, but you're not making daily cash flow, you're not going to stay alive long enough to see your desire to fruition. If you only have the short-term play, you're going to be on the merry-go-round, not the merry-go-round, but the hamster wheel eternally. Okay, hamster wheel eternally. So this is my advice to you all tonight. Examine and analyze your business. Okay, take a look at your business and go, okay, do I know how to invite someone, just to meet someone and invite them to take a look at something, or invite them to my list, or invite them to my Facebook group, or whatever it may be? Can I invite someone without feeling all awkward and weird and self-conscious? If not, I need to practice that. I need to make a commitment. I know everybody needs a challenge, and I know I have to run a challenge to get you to do it, but why don't you challenge yourself, right? Why don't you challenge yourself? For the next 7 days, I'm going to practice inviting. And it's okay if you invite them to something that you don't even make money on, but you have to practice inviting so that you get at ease and comfortable with inviting people to take a look at something. The next thing you want to look at is, do I have a place to invite them to, something for them to look at? Do I have an offer that I can bring them to that they can take a look and buy something? If I don't have a place to bring them to, I either need to create it or I need to get good at doing it one-on-one. So that might be an opportunity webinar, an opportunity live. It might be a recorded video. It might be a sales page. Okay, any of these things are great. You invite someone, have a nonchalant conversation. You invite them to take a look at the thing that you want them to look at. Okay, if you don't have something like that, you got to go back and sit down and create it, or get with your upline and ask how they're doing it, or get with your team or whoever it is, depending on who you're working with. Some of the companies that I work with, they have so many things, people get overwhelmed. They're not even sure which one to use. Some places don't have anything. Some places have some crummy thing and you need to make something yourself at stage 2. So I now know how to invite. I've mastered it. I now have a good presentation, something to bring people to. I have this mastered, or I had it done for me, or somebody's provided it for me. The next thing is, where am I going to keep track of those people? Where can I put people in an environment where I can mass communicate with them so that I can continually repeat the process, invite and expose them to other things that they can buy or upgrade, et cetera, et cetera. Again, depending on your model, if you're working straight MLM, or if you have affiliate stuff mixed in, or you're an affiliate marketer, depending on who you are. Obviously, if you're a straight internet marketer, this is not relevant to you. But for most of you, you don't have these ducks in a row. That's why you're constantly spinning and struggling, because the ducks are not in a row. Once the ducks are in a row, it becomes so comfortable in poetry in motion that you can sit and screw around all day and wear pigtails and crack jokes with Jerry, because that's what Jerry and I do. We just have fun all day, right? Because we know when we're meeting someone, we know if they're appropriate prospect, we know how to invite them, we know how to bring them to presentation, we know how to see if it's a good fit for them, we know how to take them if it's not a good fit, put them in a particular environment, and maybe later on it will be, or if it is the right fit, we put them in, with our team or wherever it may be. And we know how to continually expose and involve. Jerry just comes around because I edify him, because he comes around and interacts with me and he knows I say good things about him. You're probably all joining his deal instead of mine. I'm probably screwing myself right now. What does Jerry say? What do you do with people? You invite them to take a look at a site and they must opt in and view the info, but for whatever reason, they will not. Okay, you want me to be advanced, Jerry? Or do you want me to keep it simple tonight? Because I could get advanced. I'll wait. You guys want me to get advanced? You want me to keep it simple? Advanced or simple? I know it takes a second for everybody to write me back. So I'm rocking the pigtails. Nobody shares my videos. I suck my thumb at night, Everybody's worried I'm going to be the big bad wolf and come and get all their people. In the meantime, I sit here and I edify Jerry West all day. Maybe you guys would figure, no, they don't. Who doesn't what? They don't want me to get advanced? I'll just get advanced with you. We'll private it up, Jerry. No, I'll just give you guys a hint. It's the thing I've preached for years. I invite people to my newsletter and my list before I invite them to opportunity. If they won't opt in to look at a presentation, they're not a prospect. They're not a prospect, because if somebody's actually, if I invite you and I say, hey, you want to take a look at what we're doing? And you go, yeah, and then you won't opt in, you're not a prospect, right? You're not a prospect. And that doesn't mean we can't be buddies. It doesn't mean we can't have some other relationship. It doesn't mean I can't have you in an environment that I've created so that maybe later you become a prospect. But if you won't give me your email address, you're not a prospect. Or back in the day, if you wouldn't give me your number, you're not a prospect. I just keep moving. But I like to put them in my environment before I bring them to any company environment. Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry says I'll edify others all day long because I believe in abundance. You know how I feel about it. When people stick around the flagpole and they go pro, you got to tip your hat. I'll tip my hat to you, Jerry. You gotta. There is no competition, so to speak. If you want to study that type of stuff, there is no, if somebody's suited to Jerry and his deal, go for it. If somebody's suited to me and my deal, go for it. If somebody's suited to, do training with different people, sometimes I'll have somebody who will talk to me and they go end up training with someone else. I'm like, cool. A lot of times people come to me after. I'm like the one you marry, okay? After you've been around the dance floor and after you've gone to this, that, and the next, they tend to come to me towards the end because they know I'm just straight shooter. I'm not after your money, type of thing. So I have people come to me all day long and they're like, what does it cost to coach with you? I'm like, I don't coach. I have proteges. You got to go through a bunch of hoops to even get at it. So if somebody has a question for me, I just answer the question. My thought is at least put in a fake email, exactly. This is Jerry. This is what I'm saying. Like, you and I know how to hack through a site if we want to look at it. So if they don't put in a, you suck at gmail.com or something, they're not a prospect, honey. Because if they were a prospect who was like a paranoid prospect, they'd put something in. They wanted to sneak around. They don't want to be followed up, or they don't want to be bothered. Cool. But if they won't put anything in and won't look, and then you're busy following up with them going, hey, did you have a chance to take a look? And they didn't. In my opinion, it's a waste of time. But that's just me, and I got enough lead flow that I don't worry too much about it. So, yeah, Jerry, you can't be worried about, actually, people are seeing this on a different venue. And Jerry, I think, is on Facebook right now. He said, I send my team to follow leaders in other companies sometimes. They say collaboration is the new competition. If it's a quality deal and a quality leader, I'll always help out in any way I can. If it's weird, maybe not. But if it's something quality and quality people, especially if it's people who've been around. Hey, Michelle, just saw you come in here. So those are the components. And getting those components down before you try to learn all this fancy dancy stuff, do I know how to invite? You need to know how to invite, guys. You need to know how to invite no matter where you are. You could be online. You could be, at the supermarket. You could be at the nightclub. You need to know how to invite. Have a chat with somebody and say, hey, did you want to take a look? Or, hey, if I could show you a way, or, hey, if there's something interesting. You have to be able to invite. You have to have somewhere to take them. You have to then have some type of environment to keep them in long term so that you develop those relationships, because signing someone is just the beginning, or selling someone is just the beginning. And then you have to have a way to continually expose and upgrade them so you keep increasing that sales volume and that revenue, because that's what we're looking at. We're looking at revenue. It's a business. It's a business. It's a business. So it's skills and then understanding how to increase revenue. In another type of business, they call it scaling. Okay, great. I don't call it that because, one, I'm a housewife, and two, it's not scaling because it's really not your own entities when you're selling other people's stuff. Does that make sense? So I might scale my media and how visible I am. I might scale how many videos and content I put out and all that type of stuff, but I can't scale somebody else's company. And that's the thing that's really important to understand too, which is a topic for another day. Understand that your entity, right, is building these relationships and bringing them to another entity who supplies your products, et cetera. You don't control that entity. So you want to make sure that your people are really locked into you, that your people love you, I'm not jaded like a lot of other people. They're like, oh, companies come and go and this and that. Not as much as you think, unless you're dealing with goofy companies. But what happens is people get distracted. Right? People get distracted. I want to keep their eyeballs and their heart on me. So that's why you want to be in constant contact with them. So, and I have to admit to you guys, I had some stuff go on and I wasn't in constant contact with a lot of people for quite a while. And I'm trying to get back there now and trying to go back and touch everybody and love everybody and let everybody know that I'm here and I care. But sometimes you got to take care of yourself, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. So, with that being said, I'm going to go wrap this thing up. I do have some media and content and stuff to put out. Again, Diane Hochman. My site is dianehochman.com. My newsletter's over there. You can find me on social media everywhere, just under my name. As of today, TikTok. Let's see what I do with that. I don't know. It's not my bag, but I'm going to try it, and it's exploding. Find me LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere else. If I can be of any help to you, please let me know. And always the easiest thing to do is jump on the newsletter and hit me back off of any letter that you get from me. But you can always reach me here on Facebook too. All right, guys, I will see you later. And of course, like, shares, hearts, pickles, everything's appreciated. I really would appreciate your support. All right, I'll see you guys later. Take care.